Hi friends, hope you are doing well. Today we are going to learn how to handle drop-downs in Selenium. Agenda of this video is what is drop-down, how to implement drop-downs in Selenium, and finally, code implementation from scratch. Without further delay, let's start our journey. Drop-downs are nothing but list of options present under single menu. For example, you open a registration form or sign-up form to fill your basic details. While doing that, you have to select your date of birth, or you have to select your city. In such cases, you frequently see these drop-downs. Now, how to handle drop-downs in Selenium being an automation test engineer? Well, you no need to worry about it. Selenium provides a default class called selectClass. It will take WebElement as a constructor parameter, and rest of operations you can perform using methods implemented inside selectClass. You can select options based on visible text and index, and using value, you can select required options. I know that you want to jump into hands-on. Before that, these are our goals in the hands-on. Load the driver, get the locators from the web page, perform select operations. By the way, you are watching Code Relief, and welcome to my channel. This is the website today we're going to test, and it is designed for automation practice. Whenever you want to practice Selenium, feel free to use this. If you carefully observe down here, you can able to find date of birth fields and country input fields and skill selection fields. I have decided not to make a lengthy video, but instead I want to make sure that you will learn all the functionalities. So, I will take only date of birth input fields. See here, we have year selection, month selection, and date selection. I hope you will find this video useful. If it is true, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit bell icon for instant notifications. Let's open IntelliJ IDEA. I already created a class called dropdown handle, and inside main method, I have written down browser driver loading commands. Once browser got loaded successfully, I'm going to maximize the window using window.maximize. So, browser opened successfully. Now I have to open that automation website. To open that, I'm going to use navigate.to method. If you want, you can use driver.get also. Copy the URL from the browser and paste inside to method as a string argument. Till now, you loaded driver, open browser, and you navigated to website also. To load the page completely, let's give thread.sleep of 5 seconds. This statement will throw interrupted exception. Firstly, we have to select year field. Let's inspect the year element. Right-click on Browser and select Inspect. Down below, you will see source code for this website. That means all the HTML code. Take a look here. Whenever I did hover over select tag, your input is highlighted. If you see select tag in dropdowns, that means you can use select class in Selenium. We need a unique locator to get this element into Selenium. Using this ID attribute to get that element, we have to use find element by ID and pass that ID value as a method parameter. This entire statement will return web element. Create one web element variable or directly pass the statement to select class as a constructor parameter. But I prefer to create a local variable of type web element. I will name this as year dropdown. Let's copy this variable and create one select class object. Pass the year dropdown variable to the select class as a constructor parameter. Once you have done that, you will get complete access to all method present inside select class. Firstly, let's select an option using value. Go to the browser and under inspection of elements check for 1998 year element value. Scroll down a bit and copy the value. Let's write down years.select by value method. You already copied value attribute from browser. Paste here as a string parameter. We have another method called select by visible text. That means whatever text visible to you if you click on dropdown. Using that text, also you can select required options. For this method, I will select 1995 year. Driver.select by visible text method will not work accurately if you have as text in more than one option. But if you believe that drawdown has unique text in between options tag, you can use this method. These operations will happen very quickly. Let me give some thread.sleep. It will give 5 seconds of pause. Paste the same sentence after each operation has been performed. After we selected year, let's select month. Copy-paste those 2 lines and change the variable name. Locate the month unique identifier. But we don't have any ID attribute here, but we have placeholder. Unfortunately, we cannot directly use placeholder. For that reason, I'm writing spath. /select, and inside the brackets use at the rate, placeholder equals to months within the single quotes. Click enter, an element will highlight in yellow color, means it's a correct XPath. Remove this by ID and type XPath, and paste the XPath in the parentheses. Change the select class variable to months, and pass the month drop-down web element to select class. To select month, we will use index. You might already aware index will start from 0. That means first option inside the select tag will be at 0 index. Go to the browser and get the required index. Here I want to select July month, and that is at 6th index. Months.select by index, and this method will take integer as the method argument. So far we selected year and month. Now we have to select date. Copy the above 2 line to get the date element. Pass the below and change the variable name to avoid compile time errors. Let's change web element name as date dropdown. We have to change the locator also. Let's switch back to browser and find out unique identifier for date select element. We have ID attribute in this select tag. Copy it and paste inside ID method. Pass the date element variable to select class and change the select class variable name to dates. Here we are going to use get options. We will get all options when we want to make sure required option is really existed inside the select tag. This get options method will return list of web elements. I am going to store all the date web elements inside all dates variable. Write a for loop, and inside this loop, I will iterate the list of web element, and I will check if the required date is existed in the list or not. For example, if I'm looking for a 26 date, web element will return test. If I use getText method, and I will compare that text with desired text. If text matches, then I will select that date using select by value or select by visible text method. Here I am using select by value method. Let me remove extra space down below. Code looks fine, and to see all actions, let me give some thread.sleep of 5 seconds after every action. Once all operations got performed, we have to close the driver. Let me print some text after each operation. In case if anything fails, we will know at which operation it got failed. Everything looks good. Let's run the program. Browser got opened. It will open the website. Yeah, it got opened. If you find this video is useful, please support my channel by subscribing it. 1998 got selected. After that, it will wait for 5 seconds to select 1995. Month also selected. To select month, we used index value. And finally, date also selected as 26. After 5 seconds, window will close automatically. That's it for today, guys. We'll meet you in next video. Until then, bye-bye. Enjoy coding. Please don't forget to subscribe this channel.